Hi everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. It's the day we've all been waiting for, the epic conclusion of the Cynthia Rothrockathon. Hit it!
Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor.
Now that we've gone over Cynthia's past, you're probably wondering what she's doing nowadays. Near as I can tell, she's been raising her daughter and teaching martial arts lessons at her studio in California, as well as going to various martial arts events and doing demonstrations. Although her last movie was Extreme Fighter in 2004, in late 2009 she was looking for funding to shoot a movie with, you guessed it, Richard Norton. There were also plans to release a comic book based on her called Sin, but nothing's been heard about it since 2008. Also, for some inexplicable reason, she was hanging out with the Ghost Hunters. Well, folks, it's been an amazing journey, this Rothrockathon. We've taken on some poor wirework, some badly edited foreign exports, and whatever the hell China O'Brien was. So I think it's only fitting that we end this by going way back to my second review. First there was Lady Dragon, and now there's Lady Dragon 2. Wait a minute, I can't just jump into this all willy-nilly. I'm not making the same mistake that I made with the first one. That's right, this calls for a training montage. Let's do this. I bet you're wondering about Kathy Gallagher's story. What happened after the original Lady Dragon? Did Ludwig come back to seek vengeance with his ridiculous shoulder pads? Did Kathy move in with Grandpa and small child and live happily ever after? Well, you're shit out of luck, because Lady Dragon 2 has nothing to do with any of these characters. Yes, Lady Dragon 2 has nothing to do with Lady Dragon 1. In fact, it wasn't originally intended as a sequel to Lady Dragon. When the movie was filmed, it was under the title Angel of Fury, but since Triple Cross was already released under that title, they did the only thing that made sense and just called it a sequel to something completely unrelated. Lady Dragon and Lady Dragon 2 have about two things in common. There's Cynthia Rothrock, and then there's a poorly handled rape scene. That's it, folks. In this movie, Cynthia Rothrock plays Susan the Golden Angel Morgan, a karate champion married to a famous soccer player. Some ne'er-do-wells steal some diamonds and hide them in her husband Sonny's luggage to get past security. When they show up to get them, Sonny refuses to return the diamonds and it gets him killed. Susan proceeds to hunt down and kill her husband's murderers one by one. And there's generic synthesizer music. Oh, is there generic synthesizer music. The movie begins at the United Karate Association's Middleweight Championship. While Cynthia Rothrock is fighting, some bad guys are up to no good. You can tell that they're bad guys because the music gets all sinister whenever it cuts to them.
3, 4.
Why is he still counting? The bad guys get ready for the kill and put on masks that look like a mix between Dr. Doom and Jason Voorhees. You know, stupid! Why put the masks on anyway? It's not like if there were cameras in the building they weren't seen already.
Hey, holy fuck!
Ah, I see. So they were just sitting there with the diamonds in plain sight then.
Back off! Alright, that's gonna cost you a point!
Why does the referee sound like a pirate? Yarr, that'll cost you a point, you slag.
Come on!
Don't overreact or anything, lady. Apparently the men in the masks work for a rival in the Mafia, and they proceed to shoot the other men with paintballs. This pleases the leader, Diego, played by Billy Drago. Here's the thing about Billy Drago. He always plays Billy Drago. But who can blame him? He's creepy as hell. I don't know what it is about him, but he's so cool he doesn't have to come up with any other characters. I'm actually convinced that he isn't aware he's an actor, he just wanders on his sets and they film him. But that doesn't mean this movie is any good. Just saying. Apparently she smelled something really bad. And yes, 6.5 minutes in and we've got slow motion. Beauty. That is physically impossible. The Mafia guys notice security, so they decide to hide the diamonds in some luggage so they can retrieve them later. This happens to be Susan's husband's luggage.
Branch that won't bend will...
Shut up. Susan and Sonny head out for a soccer match while Diego and his flunkies follow conspicuously. By all the fans crowding around for Sonny's autograph, he's probably a phenomenal player. And what a treat, we're shown some of Sonny's awesome moves. Don't try to make it more exciting, movie. Hey now, out of the crotch area. Then we see Diego watching in the background. Why? Later that night, Diego and his men break into Susan's house to look for the diamonds. Why didn't they break into the house when they were gone? We clearly saw the housekeeper take the luggage back home earlier, so why did they wait until they got back to do it? They find the diamonds missing from the luggage. Okay, so why did he have to wake her up to punch her unconscious? Diego and the others approach a sleeping Susan and Sonny, who apparently don't need sheets. Yeah, I can see how those masks help their peripheral vision and all that. Wait, is that guy wearing sunglasses over his mask? Sonny and Susan wake up and Susan fights back. Dude, could you guys have found a woman who sounded less like Cynthia Rothrock to dub over her fight scenes here? Being the nefarious villains that they are, they do the worst thing they could possibly do. That's right, they ruin a soccer player's career. Or in Sonny's case, get rid of his only defining characteristic. That's all the blood there was? And that ruined his career? This is followed by, you guessed it, a poorly handled rape scene. Not the face nuzzle! This embarrassing display is stopped by their housekeeper Sari, who decides shooting the wall will help. The bad guys take the easiest exit. Of course. And in case you're wondering how the hell Diego managed to rape her in that 10 seconds of footage, don't ask me!
Female rape victim in shock. Demerol's ready.
Wait, what are they treating her for? And of course we have the incredibly sensitive doctors.
He's gone. The soccer career's over.
She's upset because they gave her some coverage this time. Please, no more bad dubbing over me! Seriously, who the hell is that? Prepare to be face nuzzled.
No! You're not gonna get inside my head. You fucker. You fucker!
Later on, Susan is recovering and is surprised that Sonny is so depressed. I can't imagine why. Cynthia Rothrock tries her hand at some dramatic acting, but, you know, A for effort and all that.
I never meant for that to happen. I thought it was a gift from God.
We learn that Sonny had the diamonds all along, but he refused to give them back so he could help his people. Who are his people? Is he from a third world country? You maybe want to elaborate on that, movie? And for that matter, isn't he loaded anyway? He has a freaking mansion and a housekeeper.
They're gonna come back and kill us, Sonny! You gotta give back the goddamn diamonds!
My people need me.
They need me to play soccer for them.
What about
Susan urges Sonny to return the diamonds, but he refuses. You know, because he's an asshole. Later on, Sonny gets another visit from Diego and his pals, and the flunkies are getting way too into it.
Sonny boy!
The hell? Then they dick around with him for a while.
This the end of the line, soccer man. Where's the diamonds?
You'll never have to have them.
Farewell, Sonny. We'll always remember you for the asshole you were. You know something bad's about to happen when the slow-motion grocery carrying kicks in. Did they just hire some troll woman to dub over extra lines? They have a funeral for Sonny in his people's village. Yeah, 'cause he was really helping them out while living it up in his mansion and all that. Oh hey, it's that same little boy from Lady Dragon. Hello, extremely loose connection. Of course they bury him with his jersey and ball. Of course. Susan visits with some of the lovely village people.
May God's avenging angel sweep down from heaven and crush this evil forever!
Sorry, had to get that out of my system. It's at this point that Susan decides to track down and kill all of Sonny's attackers. It's girl power event. What the hell is she wearing? Did she just raid Madonna's closet or what?
Why are you trying to dress like a whore?
Please don't dress like that again. Please.
You got information for me?
Yes, I do, whore. My name is Buster. You want to work my street?
It's Buster, the king of tact.
First, you pay me. Do me.
Wrong.
Right, so there was a point to this scene, I'm sure. maybe you shouldn't use synthesizer trumpets for your fight scene. The police bring Diego into custody, but Susan claims she doesn't recognize him, so she can kill him herself.
Oh, I don't know you, and you don't know me. It's so sad. But better we keep it that way, don't you think?
There's nothing suspicious at all about that. Diego is let go, and then we cut to fun times in the car. Well, this is out of place.
Ready to something funny, huh?
Then Diego and Susan have some phone sex. Since the phone sex didn't really work for either side, Diego threatens Sari, and then things turn erotic. Am I watching the same movie? Why is everyone getting turned on by each other all of a sudden? Susan goes on some more adventures with another disguise. Seriously? Wait, so now they don't recognize her? The woman with the incredibly fake wig who looks exactly like the woman they attacked didn't register with them?
Whoa.
This is still Lady Dragon 2, right? Oh, come on, you can see her natural hair beneath the wig.
Shit.
Shit, it looks so real. So why didn't you recognize her face again? Oh well, I guess he's dead now. Take that, egg. Shit, this movie is dark. Meanwhile, in Cuckoo Land... Ah, you got us, movie. You may have noticed that the last two movies had some comical death scenes. While she doesn't lose a loved one in a comical manner here, we do get this scene.
I told you no deal, dick face.
Oh man, where to start? Diego actually dug up Sunny's corpse and brought him to her house. She calls her dead husband a dick face, shoots him, and then somehow the wheelchair magically spins around on its own. And to top it all off, Diego actually took the time to put him in his jersey and place his soccer ball in his lap. And then, somehow, the ball jumps off of his lap and rolls toward her. What the hell? Anyway, the police show up, and he somehow doesn't seem all that shocked that Sunny's corpse is there.
Sorry. Please call an ambulance.
An ambulance? What for? Sunny? Wait, they really did call the ambulance for Sunny? I was joking. He's got maggots in his face. You can't help him now. Now it's revenge time. Again.
Diamonds don't belong to you.
Oh, yes, they do. They're mine now. I paid for them in blood.
This is getting pretty dark. These villains mean business. These villains are 5. Flunky number 2 goes to the bathroom and Susan holds him up. Yeah, I don't know why she disguised her voice either. She kidnaps him, they have a fight scene, and he gets killed. He could have rolled away, it's falling slowly enough. Susan returns home to find Sari kidnapped, though in reality she's having naked tub time with Diego. Diego calls and ransoms her for the diamonds, and they agree to meet in 2 hours. Gross. Wow, those are irrelevant. What's she guarding herself from, batshit? Then some of Diego's henchmen that we've never seen before attack. Maybe if they spent less time posing, they would have won. Once Susan disposes of them, Sari makes her move.
Give me the diamond, Susan.
That's real funny, sorry.
Wow, really? Sari explains her motives and essentially becomes a cartoon villain. She says she and Diego are going to be rich and live happily ever after. And I'm sure Diego really cares about her and they'll— oh wait, never mind, he just hits her with a car. I was such a well-rounded character. Next we have a car chase, and of course they pick their wacky music for this. During the course of this scene, Diego's car is blown up, flipped, and then blown up again, and he still survives. I'm sorry, what? They head into a nearby factory, and there's a seemingly endless scene of the two of them walking around and shooting every once in a while. There are 4 minutes of this. When they finally get to fighting, she shoots his dick. No, really. Cynthia Rothrock is really getting the crap beaten out of her here. I guess she got lucky that the lackeys were pretty stupid in this one, but not everyone is going to fall for a fake wig or a hat. Things are looking bad for Susan here. What she needs is a trigger to piss her off and get her back in the game. Diego has to do something truly grotesque. That's right, he's gonna nuzzle her. Ooh. It seems like Diego is dead, but you've got to remember, folks, he's like the Terminator. He keeps coming back.
Burn in hell, asshole.
That's right. She kicks him into, I don't know, something, and then he explodes. It doesn't have to make sense. It's a Cynthia Rothrock movie. When the police show up, Susan basically admits to murdering this guy and she gets off scot-free. You know, because murder is okay if it's revenge. The movie ends with the little boy from Lady Dragon finding the diamonds at Sunny's grave. God bless us, everyone! So that was Lady Dragon 2. How well did it hold up? Well, if it made the first Lady Dragon look like a masterpiece, I guess that's worth something. But we did get some awesome music, am I right? Well, folks, that means that the Cynthia Rothrockathon is over. But don't worry, there's definitely more Cynthia Rothrock in the future. I've grown to respect her over the course of these reviews, and if anything, I want to thank her for the hours of cheesy martial arts entertainment. So here's to you, Cynthia Rothrock. May you never stop defying physics and making bad guys spontaneously combust. Thanks for the memories.